This is Shine Valentine back today again with a new episode. In today's episode, I want to talk about reasons why some women approach men. Now, we know most women don't approach men, but we want to talk about some reasons why some women just might do it. Now, I just did a previous video. Sorry, my voice is hoarse. I just did a previous video about women that approach guys, and it just seemed to me the women that approach men, the couple that do, it seemed as if they could get into relationships with them. But I've been told in the comment section, someone told me that they think that the women that approach men, a small percentage that does, that those women are placeholders, that they are convenient, and the guy is just accepting her because she approached him and he wants sex, and he just give a relationship until the woman that he really wants comes around. That's what one person said. And you have another person said that maybe the guy's just shy. He doesn't normally approach women, and he always had a crush on maybe this particular woman that he sees regularly, and she approached him, and so he was happy to find out the feelings were mutual, and he gave her a relationship because he wanted her the whole time. So, you know, everybody have their perspective on it. Everybody see things differently. But what I want to address is, and both of those situations could be true. See, I don't know the percentage. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know the percentage of when a woman. Okay, so it's two things that I can't say that's a fact, because number one, I can't say it's a fact that when a woman approaches a guy, she's gonna get a relationship, or that's easier. It just seems like she ends up in a relationship with him when she approached. And I can't say for a fact that, I also can't say that the men aren't using her as a placeholder. They could be using her as a placeholder, you know, so we would never really know. The guy not going to tell you, oh, I'm just, you know, getting a relationship with you because you're convenient. You came up to me and giving me sex. Okay, but let's address the reasons why some women approach men. See, this has been a misunderstanding. Now, I have some people in my comment section saying that, oh, women will only risk rejection if the guy's exceptional. Let me explain something to you men. You all are not getting it. Women could care less about rejection. We don't go outside and think, oh, if I see a cute guy and I approach, I wonder if he's going to reject me. Or, oh my God, how am I going to approach all these men? We don't think about, when a woman's out and about, going about her day, she's not thinking about no guy. She's not thinking about y'all. She's not thinking about sex. Some of these men have convinced themselves that our sex drive is as high as theirs. It is not. I don't care where the guy learned this from or who told him what. Yes, some women's sex drive raises at a certain time, possibly during the month, but their sex drive is not super high all the time, you know, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's not true. That there are some women who do have a high sex drive, but majority is not. Now, the majority, it might raise off and on like a hill up and down. The sex drive might get a little bit higher throughout the month, but that's not consistent. But let's talk about you men. Don't you all wake up with your penis on hard? Okay, so you keep thinking from a man's perspective, and I understand it because you're a man. You can't think like a woman. Just I can't think like a man. But when a woman's trying to explain to you how women are, you're trying to argue with me about the nature of a woman. When I'm trying, like, if a woman's sex drive was so goddamn high on the same level as y'all's, then why aren't more women approaching you? Okay, let's talk about different pornography. Men watch pornography more than women. Men get addicted to pornography more than women. Why is that? Because they freaking watch it more. Why do they watch it more? They have a higher sex drive. Why do more men go to the strip club than women? Why? Explain that to me. Men have a hard time getting women in the strip club. I was at the grocery store one day. 3 male strippers, tall, muscular, handsome men, walked up to me, scared the hell out of me. They didn't even have a cart. I said, what? And they handed me a flyer. They had a ladies' night at a strip club. They had to go out and recruit women to, and you know, and strip clubs obviously have to do this anyway, but it's harder to get women in the strip club. I didn't even know they had male strippers. Like, I know they had male strippers, but I didn't even know when they performed. I never cared. Most women I know, the couple of women I know that did go to the strip club, they went and looked at other women. They weren't even going to see the men. These men invited me to this strip club. They were handing out flyers, and then on the back of it, it said they were going to have a raffle where when you put your name and number in, and they were going to pick maybe 10 women, and these women were going to get 2 hours alone with them in a limousine. Y'all already know what was going to go down. And I said, oh, thank you. And they were trying to get me to come, and I didn't go. Now let's reverse it. Had that been 3 attractive women walking up to a dude and somehow come to the strip club and all that, come on now. So why are men watching pornography more than women? Why they get addicted to it more so? Why are men known for buying prostitutes? I didn't say every man goes to strip club, and I didn't say every man buys prostitutes. How many women do you know that buy prostitutes? Men, can you name me at least 100 women that buys prostitutes, male prostitutes, heterosexual women who pays for penis? Now, there are some women who are sugar mamas and who will take care of dude, but I ain't talking about those ones. I'm talking about women who ride around and go online and try to find male escorts. Do you know at least 100 of them? That's men that do. Why is that? Because of that high ass sex drive. Excuse my language. So because of that same high sex drive, that's why you all are out here approaching women. Let's tell it for what it is. Men are not out here approaching women for relationships and to get married and to have kids and all that. That is a byproduct of what could happen when you meet somebody. But you all are approaching because you want to get your penis wet. Okay, that's why these men are approaching women. Okay, this is the reason why. And so let's take that same reason reverse on a woman. Women are not, when a woman's out going about her day and she's getting approached by all these men, she's not even thinking about men. Even when a woman sees an attractive man, usually she says, oh, he's cute. That's about it. She's not, women are more into relationships and getting to know the dude. Some women I've heard don't even want to be approached by men off the street because it's hard for her to get attracted to him because she doesn't know him. Some women prefer to have known the guy, you know, through passing, maybe through school, through work, through friends, through family, and then learn him like that. Some women don't even want to get cold approached. Some women don't mind. Every woman's different. But women are not out and about wondering, oh, if I'm gonna get rejected today, because they're not. Women don't wake up and say, oh, how many men am I going to approach today, and if I'm going to get rejected. That's something y'all are concerned about. So for the men who are saying women risk getting rejected, they don't mind. They will risk getting rejected only for exceptional men. I've went up to 2 men in my entire life, and they were not exceptional. First of all, and at this time I was quite young when I did this. Let's go through a couple facts. These men, I met them at their job, and the job was not a high-paying job. Okay, let's just say that. So I knew they didn't have. One of them, I knew for a fact, my mind wasn't even on money actually when I approached him. Well, whatever, but I know he did not make a lot of money. The other one, he barely made a lot either from what I can remember. This was a long time ago. But I approached him because I thought they was cute. One I seen regularly at his job, and I said, oh, he seemed kind of quiet, he seemed kind of cute. And then the other one was kind of cute. Was these 2 men drop dead gorgeous? No, they were not. No, they were not. No, they were not. Okay, so they were not exceptional. And when I think of exceptional, that includes more than just looks. So when a woman sees a guy walking down the street, she doesn't know if he's exceptional. She can only go by his looks. Just like when you see a woman, you can only go by her looks. Do you know if she's exceptional or not? You're approaching because you want to have sex. Because some guy said that if men give us the opportunity, ladies, to be able to get married, to have relationships, and have kids by them approaching us, as if that's a threat. Okay, so if men stop approaching women right now, tomorrow, let's go over this again. Relationship. Most of y'all don't even want to be in a relationship. So if you all stop approaching tomorrow, okay, you all are not approaching women for relationships anyway. Most of you, okay, you're approaching for sex. Okay, so who cares about that? Then you say it gives us the opportunity to have kids. Yes, women do really want kids. A lot of women do. But if she doesn't have kids, she's not going to die. She can always adopt. She can have a foster kid. Okay, so, and then you said a man approaching us gives us the opportunity for sex. We don't care about sex like that. We want it, but we don't need it. Okay, there's always a vibrator. Okay, it's not that big of a deal for women. That's y'all y'all are not approaching women to have kids, to get married, to get into relationships. That's a byproduct of approaching, but you're approaching. Tell the reason why you're approaching women. You're approaching women for sex. Okay, you're not approaching women for kids, to give them kids, to marry them, and to give them relationships and all. When you're approaching a woman, tell everybody in the comment section what you're thinking about. Tell every woman what you're thinking about. You're thinking about getting your penis wet. That's why you men are so upset about rejection. I'm going to tell you why. Ladies, these men are upset about rejection. They're mad that women are not approaching them, that they are being quote unquote forced to approach women. And you might say, well, why are you mad about that? It's because when a woman rejects them, they're getting rejected for sex in their mind. It's not even the rejection. When they hear that no from you, ladies, that no tells them, oh, this is one less woman that I can get laid by. That's all. This is why they're so upset about it. Because if someone told me, if I said I want a certain type of guy, and someone back in the day when I had a little more weight on me, and back in the day when I wanted a certain guy, and they said, well, you know, you need to lose weight, and I said, okay, let me just lose weight. Why would I argue with them about that? If that's the situation, if the guys that I want a woman to look a certain kind of way, I just have to be that sort of kind of woman, right? Why would I then try to argue and say, well, no, he should want a woman who's overweight? And no, you can't argue with somebody about what they want. So what men have to understand, if you don't approach women, you're probably not going to get a woman. And now you can wait till women. You can wait for a woman to approach you. And like I just said, let me get back to the topic of this video. The thing about it is, women approach men for different reasons. It's not because she's seen some exceptional man, so she's willing to risk being rejected. Women don't think about rejection because we rarely approach men. Y'all think about rejection because you have experienced it more than us, because y'all approach women. We're not approaching men like that because we don't have to. We're not out scouting for penis all day. We could care less about sex like that. It's not important to us at all. We can go a longer time without sex. Okay? And also other men are approaching us. So for the men that approach women, keep not approaching them and just wait for women to approach you and see the kind of women that come up to you. I wish you luck on that. Let me know how that worked out for you 10 years from now. Okay? Now, these men that are threatened to not approach, well, like this one dude said, oh, well, he know how to hold out on sex. Some men know how to hold out on sex. Some men do. But if you think holding out on sex is going to hurt a woman, y'all don't know what you all are up against. Women are the exact, okay, men, this is how you should think about women. Think about, okay, however your thought process is, think the opposite. And that's how women think. Think the exact opposite. We don't think like you. We don't move like you. Our motives are different than yours. Okay. Our motive usually is sex is on the end of the list for us. Okay. We could care less about it. Now, when we do get horny, we still don't really approach. Even when we finally do get horny, we still don't approach. However, if you want to hold out on sex, go right ahead. There's hundreds of men lined up that will talk to us. So we even when we're horny, we still don't have to approach men because we have a backlog of men that's been approaching us like when we weren't horny. So by the time we do get horny, we got plenty to talk to. So for the men who say they're going to hold out on sex, right? They're going to hold out on sex to play the game. Women, that won't work on women, because if you're talking to a woman and you are not mentioning sex, or you withholding out on sex, first of all, you're making her happy because she probably ain't ready to have sex with you anyway. If you try to hold out longer than her, and let's pretend like you succeeded and you're not putting out, all she's going to do is talk to all the other men that are approaching her, and then you're still not going to get anything. So you're the one that's going to have blue balls. So for the men who want to hold out and use that against women, just keep jagging off and watching pornography, paying for prostitutes, and doing whatever you're going to do. And also to the men who say, okay, you give us an opportunity by approaching to have kids, to get into relationships, to do all this and that. Okay, stop. Just stop approaching women and let's see what will happen. If you stop approaching women, you're going to have to lean on prostitution, going to strip clubs, and propositioning professional dancers, hoping they will give you sex. You're going to have to watch pornography. Okay, and then if women stop prostituting, you won't be able to pay for sex. And if they shut down all the strip clubs, you won't be able to proposition a professional dancer. So the only thing that would be left would be pornography. And then if they get rid of that, only thing that will be left is your hand. Okay, so it's up to you if you don't want to. You're the one that's horny. Women, you know. And for every man that says he's going to hold out on giving women sex, which is a complete joke because we don't give a damn about no damn sex, it's hundreds of dudes that's going to be approaching. So just keep putting your sex drive on ice. Just keep doing that. So I want to get to this real quick. Women approach men for different reasons. The women who are approaching men for they approach them for different reasons. When I approached those two dudes, it was because I was young. I just thought they were cute. That was it. I just said, oh, let me approach you. Let me see what happened. It wasn't, he was exceptional. I'm scared he's going to reject me. I kind of knew I wasn't going to get rejected. And I got both of their numbers because I already knew. I know how men are. They normally don't reject women when you approach them because they will sleep with anybody. And remind you, I didn't even sleep with these dudes. It didn't go anywhere. We talked on the phone, but anyway. But, I think they already had somebody, but so they would take the number because, like someone said, they just accept, you know, if you come up to them, they'll talk to you. Women already don't approach men, and then a couple that do, they normally don't get rejected. I mean, some of them do. Okay, rejection is obviously a part of life, but most women, because they barely talk to men, approach men. When they do approach men aren't used to women approaching. They give them their number. And then men are, think about it like this. This is the reason why when a woman approaches a guy, he usually accepts her offer, because if most men are out here chasing women and approaching women rather, because they want women, if a woman comes to them, why would he not take her number? Think about it like that. So that's why the woman usually don't get rejected if she approaches. And also, so I want to talk about too the woman I mentioned in the last video. I said she was a real estate agent and all that stuff. Now, I mean, I don't think she should be dating a guy who doesn't have a vehicle and all that and doesn't have any money because of child support, but that's her. I'm not here to judge her decisions. But this topic keeps coming up of the reasons why a woman approaches a guy. Okay, I have approached 2 men in my life, so I can talk about this. My reason was just they were cute. Did they look like models and all that? No, they were just cute. And because the men that would approach me sometimes would be hit or miss, some of them would be cute, some of them wouldn't. I said, well, I just, if I see a guy I think is cute, I just talk to him. I did that twice. And you might say, why did I stop? Because I didn't have to do it anymore. Because, like, once again, men keep approaching me, so I really don't have to do it. Okay, so that was my reasoning. Like I said, every woman's reason is different if she chooses to approach. Now, the woman that approached him, I found out why she approached him. I didn't say this in the first video because I didn't feel I had to go there. But since men want to talk about the reasoning and women only approach exceptional men, no, you all, she approached him because he wasn't exceptional. She had better. Yeah, everybody. Let me break it down. So she's a real estate agent. She encounters different kind of men. Remind you, she's kind of plain Jane and she's got a little weight on her. Okay, you got to keep this in your mind. She told him that she wanted to give him a shot because she thought he was cute, but she said that now maybe she shouldn't have told him this. If I was him, I would have took offense to this, but she pretty much kind of told him that she was dating down by dating him, and she was giving him a shot. I'm gonna paraphrase because the men that she have dated have been really handsome and had money, and she said they didn't treat her very well. She said they were jerks. This is what she said. Okay, so she said the men that she had dated in the past looked good, had money, and they were jerks. She probably met them in her industry too. She said they were jerks. And so she told him, because he told her, he said, I don't have much to offer you, which I still want to mess with him, but look, that's their life. Let them do what they want to do. He told her, I don't have much to offer you. I don't have no money. Child support's killing me. I don't have a vehicle. If this is what you want to deal with, then we can get together. And she accepted it. Okay. Now, if she gets that weight off, in my opinion, if she gets that weight off and fix up more, and she get, I feel like she can go back to dating men who had a little bit more money, who was handsome. They probably would treat her a little bit better. That's just my opinion. But I can't confirm or deny that. She said that she got with him. This is what she told him. Imagine everybody, he was average looking. He was not exceptional. She knew he wasn't exceptional. You're not getting, so men trying to flip this and say women only risk rejection for the exceptional men. First of all, when you approach a guy, you don't know if he's exceptional, because being exceptional goes beyond just looks. It's money. It's your lifestyle. It's a lot of stuff. Okay. But just looks, he's average looking. Okay. She told him she's dated men who had money, who was, had it going on and all that. So she was letting him know that she was trying to affirm him and let him know that I'm okay with you not having any money, because I've dated men with money and they didn't treat me right. So she went with him, somebody who was not quote unquote exceptional. So stop with, these men trying to come with this narrative of, oh, they only approach exceptional men. Yeah, some women, if they find a guy really cute, they might say, oh, okay, I'll go talk to him. So considering most women don't approach men, are you men saying that most men are ugly? Because let y'all tell it, women are only approaching men that are exceptional, and if she doesn't know him, then she only goes by how he looks, right? So you're saying women are only approaching exceptional, beautiful men. Well, first of all, where's these men at? Because most women I know don't see these exceptionally fine ass dudes, okay? I cursed again. Okay, they don't see these dudes, okay? And then from the women that I know, when they do see guys that are hotties, they still don't approach them. Now explain that. And now you're going to say, oh, it's because she don't want to be rejected. No, because she don't give a damn. Because when a woman sees an attractive guy, a lot of times she's still not even thinking about sex. She might say, oh, he's cute. I'd love to get to know him. And still walk away. Because when we don't have to approach. I mean, it's just like, we really don't care. Women are not horny. Like, we're not walking around going, that's y'all. When you all out and you see one with a big butt, you all think about getting your penis wet. Stop making it seem like you're approaching women because you want a relationship and you want to give her kids and give her the world and marry her. Stop lying. That's a byproduct that could possibly happen after you pursue her for sex, but you in it for the sex. That's what you want. And women, we give a damn about sex. So keep convincing yourself that our sex drive is as high as yours, and we're just purposely holding out because we're scared of getting rejected. We don't even think about rejection. Usually most people that are scared of rejection are people who have been rejected a lot. We have not been rejected a lot because we don't approach men. And it's not because we're too prideful. It's because, number one, we're not out scouting for penis. We don't care about sex like that. Our mind isn't on it. Y'all the one that are out and you see a pretty woman, you want to talk to her. When we see y'all, we don't even think about approaching. I swear it don't even cross my mind. It's like, oh, he cute. When I was single, I would think, oh, he's cute. Okay, whatever. I don't care. I literally don't care. That's y'all. Okay? That's y'all. You thinking from a man's perspective. You're not thinking from a woman. And you can't think from women because you're not a woman. I'm trying to explain to you. Okay? And so women are not scouting for penis all day, okay? In addition, like I said, in the other 50 videos, other men approach us, so we're not even we get approached before we can look. We get approached by men before we can even think about approaching a guy. Even if we said, you know, I'm gonna start approaching men, they don't even cross the woman's mind. Like I said, with that woman, it depends on her experiences. So if she's been, if she's had attractive men or men with money and they treated her bad, okay, then she might say, well, I'm going to approach a guy and purposely approach a guy that I feel that's not that attractive because he's average looking and she has the upper hand. That's what she did. Now, let me jump into something too. Another guy in my comment section said that he doesn't really prefer women that approach him because they come off masculine, they try to control the relationship. I understand what you're saying, because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be truly honest with you. Those 2 times that I approached those guys, I felt like the masculine one. And when I was on the phone with them, I was placed in the masculine position where I had to entertain them on the phone. I had to get them to like me. And I felt powerful. I felt more masculine. I did. And in my head, I didn't look at them as manly. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't look at them as that manly because I felt I was pursuing them. And so I felt if I was to get into a relationship if I had gotten into a relationship with either of those guys, I would have tried to dominate them, because by approaching them, it put me in a masculine position. And therefore I called them and I was excited and I felt in control. I felt powerful, and I felt like I could dominate them, and not in a negative. I just felt like, I approached you, you've put me in a masculine position, so I gotta pursue you. Okay, let's do it. And if I gotta pursue you, I'm gonna be in control. I felt like the man, and so that's why I don't approach men, because I don't have to. I mean, they come up to me all the time, just like they come up to every other woman. And 2, that's just being the I don't know how to say this. This might sound messed up, but I'm not gonna say I didn't respect them, but if I had to approach a guy, I don't think I really respect. Okay, I respect him, but I don't look at him as masculine. I'm gonna be honest with you. I just naturally, because if the woman approaches the guy, gets the number and call him, he's usually the person who approaches usually the one who's pursuing. They're dominating. They're planning a date. They're trying to get you to like them. So that's what I was doing to them, and I felt like the man, and I felt like I was gonna be dominating them, which means that if they didn't do what I wanted them, if they did not do what I wanted them to do, whatever it was, I would have probably been approaching other men. It would have put me in a dominant position, and they would not have liked the result of that, because it's not that I wouldn't have respected them, but I would look at them more feminine, and I would have dominated them. And I'm not a dominating person. I prefer to work in my feminine energy. So I like masculine men, alpha males. So that's why I don't, and I don't have to approach men. And so I just want men to understand women are never going to approach like that. So if you all are waiting for the tide to change, it's never going to change. But my question to men, there's pros to being a man. So do you want to be a woman? So do you not like the pros of being a man, which is people give you a high five for sleeping with a lot of women? You can be ageist. So you don't like those benefits of being a man. So you want to be the woman now. So you want the benefit of being approached and looking for providers. Well, if that's the case, if you would rather be, a woman, you could just get a sex change and turn into a woman and get a vagina, because it seems like some men don't like they don't like, the cons of being a man, but you sure do love the pros.